everybody, it's Jackie. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into our set today. You're gonna need some weights if you'd like to have them. If you have a strap, great. Otherwise, you don't need anything at all. Bring your hands to your hips or to your waist. Start to lift those knees up and up. Pointed toes, belly in. Arms come to that goalpost position. Add a press up. And I'm gonna make this a little more dynamic. You're gonna pull those elbows all the way down. So it's a much bigger motion. Any shoulder injuries, you can keep your arms right up here. Okay, let's add a little twist here. Open up that chest. Inhale, exhale. 5 more counts here. 4, 3, 2. Let's come into a wide second position. Bring your hands to your hips or to your waist. Pulse down and down. Your knees should be right over your heels or the arches of your feet. Pressing the outer edge of your foot, you should be able to wiggle your big toe. And then relax that toe down. You don't want to hold it up there. Shoulder blades are pulled back. Belly's pulled in. 10 more. You can come a little lower. We're going to hold at the bottom. Shoulders are right over hips. Hold here for 8, 7, just hold. 1 inch lower, 3, 2, and 1, release. Let's come into a plank. Step back on your mat, or just step so that you can walk into a plank here. Deep breath, inhale, arms go up. Exhale, fold forward, reach for those toes. Head is heavy, chin is into your chest, and your gaze is toward your belly button. Hang here for a breath. Let that neck kind of stretch out. And now walk your hands into your plank position. Shoulders right over wrists. Press those heels away from you, okay? So you're not here, and you're not leaning forward, so your shoulders are further. Hips go up and 2 count up, into, lower, down, and up, and down, up. So what's difficult is on the down, gravity wants to pull your belly in. You keep your belly nice and tight. 3 more here. Hold that belly in, adding that movement, while not letting your core or belly pooch out. The last one, hold it here. Drop to those forearms, forearm plank to finish your plank. Shoulders over elbows. If you need support, drop to your knees, pull your heels to your seat. Tuck your hips under. You can also take any of these at a wall. So if you come to a wall, just place your hands and come into your plank there. Any shoulder injuries, that's a great modification. If you'd like, you can rock forward and back to finish this plank here. So you're rocking forward and back. Inhaling and exhaling, pulling your belly into your spine. You want a tuck of your tailbone, so you're going to tilt your pelvis. Deep tuck, and that's going to engage your core more. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take that child's pose. So whenever we're in a movement, I want you to stay in the movement instead of looking at me. So even right now, just be in your child's pose. You don't have to look at the screen. Just breathe into your child's pose. And then roll on up. You're doing 30 pulses in a push-up position. So bring your hands wider than your shoulders, fingers turn slightly inward. Hands are only slightly wider than your shoulders. Pull your heels to your seat. Squeeze your glutes and tuck your hips under. Come to your lowest point. Little pulses, pulse. Pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Now don't look at your belly button. Look up ahead of those fingertips. And then try and get a little bit lower, or come onto the balls of your feet for your last 10 counts. 9, 8, no hold. You sit back into a child's pose in 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's your child's pose. Palms face the ceiling. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, exhale. And then roll on up. Swing those feet around. Let's come into some tricep work. Feet are hip distance apart and parallel. Fingertips face your seat, then turn out to the side, almost like they're at 10 and 2 on a clock face. And then lift your seat off the ground. Your thumbs are pointing toward your butt. Shift your weight back so your shoulders are right over your wrist. Your ribs brush your upper arm. Bend your elbows. Hold in a low position and pulse. Pulse. Pulse at a low position. We're not here long today. So we're not going to do a big movement like this. We're going to go to our middle of our range and pulse about 30 more and you're done. Pulse. Now any injuries, drop your seat and do this with your seat on the mat like this. Just like that, you're still going to get a tricep workout. If that still feels like too much, grab a weight, bend your arms in half, little pulses, up, last 10 counts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Have a seat. Cross your ankles. Lift up your arms. Roll out your wrists in both directions. And then come to standing, picking up heavy weights for bicep work. So I like to use 5 pounds for biceps. Actually, I like to use 6 pounds, but I don't have 6 pounds. Feet are hip distance apart and parallel. Elbows pull into your waist. It's curl, uncurl. All right, I'm going to come into profile here. Your job is to stop your weight right in front of your thigh. Curl up, stop, curl, and stop. Curl, stop. All the way straight though. Straight. Now you're gonna hold it at its halfway position, pulse, and pulse. Fingertips come off the weights, right? No grip strength, all biceps. Now the reason your arm is moving, it's not because you're squeezing your forearm. This is me using my forearm. This is me using my whole body. I'm using my bicep just to pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold here, palms face each other. Curl to your shoulder, halfway down. Curl, halfway down. Curl. Now you're not getting that little bonus tricep stretch at the bottom, right, when you straighten your arm all the way. You're not getting any relief in that shoulder, no relief in that bicep, right? Relax everything. Try not to lean backward like this. This is my upper back trying to help me, my shoulders trying to help me. And same thing, don't lean forward like this. Lower back trying to help you. Try and keep all this work in your bicep. It's getting really tired. Curl. Now, if you regretted the weight choice, you only have a few more, so try and hold on to that weight choice a little bit longer. If you feel like you can't, just drop to no weights. Inhale, exhale. 5 more counts here. It's 5. We're gonna hold it on 1, 4, 3, shoulders are right over hips. 2, hold it in on 1, same thing, just squeeze in, and in. Tiny squeezes in with your bicep. Do not move your arm, squeeze your bicep, which will make your weight come towards your shoulder. 8, 7, 6, 5, soft bend in your knees, not too deep. 3, 2, and 1, release. Take those weights, you're gonna put them to the ground and switch out to lighter weights or no weights at all for shoulder work. You are not gonna be able to do the shoulder work with 5 pounds, I promise. Arms come down by your sides. Take a deep breath, inhale, palms face in. Arms extend out straight. Fingertips off, circle, back and back. Now if you have to hold on, that's totally fine. Just try not to let your knuckles turn white as you're doing this. Now pull your shoulder blades back. Try and puff out your chest. And then as you do that, your back's gonna have an arch in it. I want you to take away that arch by pulling your belly in. Now circle forward. Show you what that looks like in profile. So in profile, what we're doing is I want you to stick your chest out to pull your shoulder blades back and then pull your belly in to flatten your back. Slight tuck of that tailbone finishes it, and now from shoulders to your hips is one straight line. Now circle those forward into a V position. So it's a traveling movement. Okay, the weights feel too heavy right now. They're gonna be too heavy when this is over, so I want you in lighter weights now or no weights. You're gonna hold in your V position, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna do a little bigger movement, okay? About halfway down and up. If that feels bad for your shoulders, if this feels bad for your shoulders, you're gonna drop your arms down to that halfway point or hold just bend stretching lower down and up and down. Fingertips off the weights if you can, right? Shoulders are relaxed. 5 more counts here. It's 5, 4, 3, 2. Go back to those circles, circle in. And bring those palms, thumbs closer to each other here. Little circle, and circle, and circle, and circle. Keep circling, palms face each other. Little circle, okay? Again, as you get tired, your body starts to do things to try and help you because your shoulders are saying, I'm really tired. You want to try and maintain that plank position, okay? Maintain perfect form. And if you can't hold on to it with the weights, take the weights, drop them now, and switch to no weights at all. Little circles out and out. So we don't want to look like this, where our shoulders are in our ears, where our body's doing all this stuff to hold on to 2-pound weights. Just drop the weights. If your arms are tired with 2-pound weights, they're going to get tired now with no weights at all. Tiny circles. No bouncing in that body. Straight like a statue. Pulse up and up and up. Inhale, exhale. Just breathe. We're going to do the same thing again. Lower halfway down and up. Here we go. It's down and up. Down. Now if your shoulders are burning, they've hurt, I want you to take this movement down here, just pulse up from here, okay? That's what you can do as a modification. Hold with those arms straight, then stretch out. We're gonna change positions in 10, you've got this. 9, we're coming into chest presses. You're gonna bend those arms in half, and you're gonna open and close them to work that chest. Here we go, bend those arms in half. We come out and in. You're almost done, I promise, you're almost done. Fight through this. So now if you have those weights, I think you can make it. All right, so don't drop the weights, you can do this. 5 more and a hold. It's 5, 4, maybe those palms face your forehead in the center. Maybe not, maybe you stop right in front of your shoulders. Hold it here and just pulse up in, up in. Maybe you can get those elbows to touch, up in, last 10 counts, 10. 9, we're working our back next. We're gonna hinge forward 45 degrees.
for 3, 2, and 1. Hinge forward, arms come into a position like you're hugging a big beach ball. Elbows up for 2, come down for 2. Elbows up. They come higher than your shoulders at the top. So they come super high and then release. Super high. Slow down like you're moving through peanut butter, right? Molasses. So slow. Create that resistance with your own body. If you drop the weights, you want to pick them up again, totally fine. This is a really hard movement. You need no weights to feel this. Now hold it up on your next one. Little squeeze back here. Just 20. Little squeeze. Little squeeze. Maybe you want to bring those wrists a little wider. Maybe you want to keep them bent. We don't want them in like this though, okay? We want to put some weight into our back. For 10, 9, 8. We're working into our triceps next. I'm going to come into profile to show you what that looks like in 3, 2, and drop those arms. Weights come onto your back. Use this leverage to open up your shoulders. Soft bend in your knees. Shoulder blades pull back one more time. Arms extend behind you. Circle in, circle, circle. Tiny circles. Shoulder blades are pulled back. Chest is puffed out. Weight is in the balls of your feet. Little circle and circle. Inhale, exhale. Switch directions. Circle. Think of a little dime that you're tracing with those circles, right? So think of those fingertips pointed like darts. You got a little pencil attached to them. You're tracing the same circle every time. That's how precise your movements are. We're doing a little of everything in this tricep position that we did in class, so bench stretch. Second to last thing. We'll pulse it up to finish. Shoulder blades are pulled back, belly pulled in. Last 10 counts here. Make it good. Here we go. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Arms come up. Relax. Arms in front and back a couple of times. Let's stretch that out a little bit. Right arm across your chest. Feet are hip distance apart. Roll your right shoulder down. Let's lengthen those muscles. Catch your breath as you stretch. Inhale, exhale. Right arm up, tricep stretch. Gentle tug, soft bend of those knees. Hinge to the left. Look under your bicep. Grow taller even though you're falling to the side. Keep that nice gentle tug. Switch sides. Left arm across your chest. Pull and roll. Inhale, exhale. Left arm up, tricep stretch. Feet wide, fingertips interlace behind your back. Lift those thumbs up off your seat. If you're new to barre, I say seat instead of butt. Otherwise, I'd say seat, butt like 1,000 times, okay? Hinge forward, fingertips stay interlaced. Hold them here. And release your hands to the ground. Sway side to side, left to right. Shake your head, yes. Stay folded over. Shake your head, no. Relax. You don't need to look at me. I'm not doing anything. Let everything in your face relax. Your cheeks, your lips, your eyebrows, everything just melts. Inhale, exhale. You're going to roll up slowly over 8 counts. We're going to work into your thighs next. So roll up. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Find your support and bring one hand to your support. So you're in a profile position. Bring your outside hand to your hip or to your waist. Bring your heels together, toes apart into a wide V position. Wide V. Come onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, okay? And then pull your shoulder blades back, pull your belly in. And then walk your heels together so that they're touching, almost like there's a playing card right between them. I'm just showing you what your knees would look like there. We pulse down, hold. Down, hold. Down, hold. Hold, okay? That's the move, all right? So that's all you're doing right now. Now, if you have a mirror somewhere and you're able to see yourself in a mirror, it's better to be able to see your profile. So my mirror is here, so I'd always want to face in so I can see my profile. What you want to feel is you want to feel your shoulders right over your hips. You want to feel your belly in. You want to feel your hips tuck slightly under. Now you're going to travel down for 2 and back up for 2 in slow count. So it's down for 2 and up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2. Now, depending on where your support is, you might be able to get that elbow below your support, okay? If you have a really low chair, you might not be able to get your elbow below that, so don't go too low. You don't want to hurt your knees. Any knee injuries, don't go as low. Just 2 more there. Shoulder blades are pulled back. And now you're going to pulse down with a hold. So where we started, down, hold. All right, we're not leaning forward like this. We're not leaning back like this. And we're not doing those in half measures, right? So sometimes people are like, well, I'm not doing this. And it's like, you're right, but you're doing this. So pull your shoulder blades back. Shoulders stack over hips, down, hold. Make sure you can wiggle those toes. We don't want to be hurting our toe joints. Now, your knees should be wide. Down with a hold. Your heels are touching the entire time. So sometimes in class I'll come around and say, move your heels together like that. I want you to do that now, is actually press those heels together. And if your feet are so far apart that you can't really press them, you're probably too low. Come higher onto the balls of your feet. Pulse down to finish. Yeah, already done, right? Arm can go up, shoulder blade pulled back. Don't puff out your chest like this. See how my back is arched? I want you to pull your belly in, slight tuck of that tailbone. Shoulders are stacked right over your hips. One line, shoulder to hip, almost like you're resting against a wall. Last thing you gotta do is pull that belly in. Last 20, pulse and pulse. Now using that hand for support on whatever you have, like your chair, your bureau, your countertop, drop 3 inches, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. Stay facing the same direction. Keep your heels together, toes apart. Step your left foot forward so there's a foot distance between your heels. Come high into the balls of your feet, bend your knees. Pulse down, hold. Down, hold, 4th position. Down, hold, again. So if you have a mirror somewhere, you wanna be able to see your profile in the mirror. So for me, that would be turning this way. Okay, for you, maybe you don't have a mirror and you don't have to worry about that. Down, hold. Down, hold. Knees are turned out. Now avoid turning your hips toward your left foot. Keep those hips square. Down, hold. Down, hold. 5 more counts here. 5, 4, inhale, exhale. You're gonna loop your left ankle behind your right. Pulse down for 30 and 2. Left ankle behind right, pulse down for 30. Pulse, pulse, and pulse. Light grip. Try not to lean into your support. Inhale, exhale, halfway done. Okay, this is what it looks like from the front for 10, 9. Then you're gonna back to 4th position and pulse to finish in 5, 4, 3, 2, step forward and pulse, and pulse. Beautiful, nice transitions. Inhale, exhale. Breathe and breathe. For 8. You can raise that arm up or bring it out in front for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swivel around, heels together, toes apart. Right foot goes out, about a foot's distance between your heels. Come high into the balls of your feet, bend your knees, pulse down with a hold. Down, hold. Okay, so just from the front, and you can see I always do my full setup. Setup is so important. We don't want to rush it. Down with a hold. Okay, so you can see my heels when they're down, we're about a foot's distance apart, so think of a ruler. Then I pop onto the balls of my feet and press my knees out. Now my hips want to turn toward my right leg. I want to keep them square. Shoulders are right over hips. Pulse down with a hold. Down, hold. You'll probably get a little lower, right? Maybe you're in a zone where you're not fully challenging yourself, right? It's hard when someone's not there constantly being like, go lower, dig deep, right? So you got to find that in yourself today. Down, hold. For 5 more. Then you're gonna loop your right ankle behind your left and give me 30 pulses in a single leg thigh position. Last 2. Loop that leg. Here we go. Pulse down and down. So little pulses here. Pulse down, down. Already halfway done. Last 30. Pulse. Last 15, sorry. And pulse. It was 30 total. And pulse. We're coming back to that 4th position in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step forward, pulse down to finish. Down, down, and down. If you need to reset, heels together, toes apart. Right foot steps forward about a foot. Feet are turned out. And pulse. Always better to be in the right form. Take that extra 10 seconds in the transition to get the right form. Inhale and exhale. You are almost done here. You could raise that arm up. Last 10 counts. 9, 8, wherever you want. Or on that hip for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake it out. You have 1 more set left. We're going to do a wide second, flat feet, pulse down, hold, down, hold. Down, hold. All right, so again, we started here in class. This was the second thing we did. This is what you would look like here, down, hold. Now, if you want to take it up a level, you can pop onto the balls of your feet. I'm trying to offer a flat-footed position for people who have feet issues, people with knee issues, take that option. Otherwise, you can pop onto the balls of your feet, down, hold. Shoulder blades are pulled back, down, hold. Down, hold. Down for 2, up for 2, down for 2. And up for 2, and down for 2, and up for 2. Wherever you are, your knee is right over your heel. Knee over heel, okay? So you just want to make sure that you're not doing anything to sacrifice that form. Sometimes in class I'll tell you walk your feet closer together or walk them further apart. I want you to do that now for yourself. Look down, perfect form. Shoulder blades are pulled back, belly's pulled in. Inhale, exhale. Static hold here, just hold and breathe. Hold and breathe. So you can see I'm shaking in a flat-footed position. That's where you want to be. So are you at your lowest possible point? Get a little bit lower. If you're on the balls of your feet or you want to pop to the balls of your feet now, you should be shaking. You are pushing your thighs to the limit. Pulse down and down to finish down. Down. Shoulder blades pull back, belly in. Now, the reason we use the support is to help you get lower in your thigh position. So instead of taking a balance, I want you to work your thighs more, get to your lowest point, last 20 pulses down, down, down. So I'm actually using my support, pressing into it. Okay, it's not a crutch, it's there to help me get into my thighs. The last 10 counts, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. You can face your support or hold on to it with your right hand. Grab your left foot, bend your right knee, and tuck your hips under. You're taking a quad stretch. Now you want to tuck your hips under. Feel that nice deep stretch. Inhale, exhale. Switch sides. You can turn to face the other direction if you're using the support, or face your support. Now see here, I'm leaning forward. I want to pull my shoulders over my hips, tuck my hips under, pull my heel to your seat, and make sure my right knee's behind my left slightly, soft bend in my left knee. Inhale, exhale. And let's come down. Step your right foot forward, left foot back into a low lunge with your left knee on the back ground, right knee over right heel. You're taking a stretch here. Left hip forward, inhale, exhale. Stretches are so important in bar. Uncurl those toes, low lunge. Sometimes people kind of skip them. This is what lengthens your muscles, okay? This is what builds flexibility. It helps your bar practice to be more flexible. So don't just phone these in. I want you to really think about working into your stretches, feeling your quad release. Lower that back knee back, shift your hips up into a half split flat back stretch. So it's a half split flat back, not round back. So puff your chest out. If your fingertips don't reach the ground, bring them onto your quad. Press that chest forward, left hip over right hip, pull back on your right hip forward with your left. Inhale, exhale, and slide wider into your version of a split. If you're doing this during quarantine, I don't want you to lose all that work you've done to build your splits. Inhale, exhale. Leg pulls in, one more stretch, round back this time, chin to chest, nose toward your knee. Now your gaze goes toward your belly button. Inhale, exhale. Right hand meets left, switch sides. Left foot on the wood floor. I know it's tempting to just kind of turn off the video during stretching. Stay with me for these stretches. Press your right hip forward, left knees over your left heel. Common mistake I see, uncurl those toes. I'm just trying to get you the best stretch. Deep lunge stretch here. Some people like to reach for their foot here and take this quad stretch. You can always take a stretch. You know, if we're doing quad stretch here and you're like, oh, I want to hold on to my foot, I want to stand, whatever you want to do. Lower that knee, hip shift back, right hip over right knee, left foot is flexed. Chest is proud and puffed out. Kind of stick your seat out. Pull back on your left hip forward with your right to deepen the stretch in the back of your left leg. Slide wider. Inhale, exhale. Pull that leg back in, one more stretch, chin to chest, nose to knee, round back stretch, head is heavy. Head is heavy. Inhale, exhale. Left hand meets right, swing that leg around, uncurl those toes, downward dog stretch here. Pedal out your dog, bend your right knee, then your left knee. Walk those hands a little closer toward your toes, press both heels down, stick that seat up. And then walk your hands to your feet to your hands, and you're gonna roll up. You're all done with thighs and stretch. We're gonna come to our seat set at the bar. You're gonna hold on to your support with your inside hand, so your right hand. Your feet are gonna come hip distance apart. Left toes come on the floor. Pull your belly in. Slight tuck of that tailbone. Bend your leg in half, flex your foot. Extend, bend, extend, bend. Gonna shift that music, keep going. Extend and bend. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing into this work here. Hold it on the in, press in, hold. Kick in, hold. Soft bend in that right knee, in with a hold. Tuck under, in with a hold. In, hold. Working into your hamstring right now. So it's the back of your leg right here. When your hamstring is strong, your seat will actually sit a little bit higher. Okay, so it's gonna give you that lift that you want in your glute. Instead of just making a round glute, it's gonna actually lift it a little bit higher. Kick in more quickly, in and in. In and in. In and in. Relax and breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale, exhale. Last 10 counts already. 10. Not a long time to work that hamstring. Your job is to get to that shaky cramp feeling in your hamstring right away, so we don't have to spend 3 minutes trying to get you into that position. For 3, 2, and 1. Now lean forward on your support. Rest your forearm on your support. Lift your leg up. Flex that foot. Put your heel into your seat. Pulse up with a hold. Up, hold. Up, hold. Up, hold. Up, hold. Okay? So you're leaning into your support with your forearm, okay? So you're getting a little bit of leverage from your back to help you do this. So lift that leg a little bit higher. Maybe you can go 1 inch higher than you think you can. Pulse up, hold. Now you're pulsing up with the corner of your seat here. So we first worked the back side, your hamstring, and now we're working the corner of your seat, okay? So 2 things. We'll do some back dancing later at the end of class. So you're gonna work the center of your seat later on. Inhale, exhale. Hold here. Just hold and breathe. Soft bend in your standing leg. Lift that leg a little bit higher. Now point your toe and hold here. Pull that heel to your seat to keep that hamstring engaged. You can rest into the bar, that's totally fine, but instead of letting your shoulder completely sink in like this, can you pull out of it so that you kind of have a nice side plank going even though your forearm's resting on the bar? Inhale, exhale, straight leg pulse up to finish up and up, up and up. My more advanced people, feel free to come to a standing split here if you'd like to finish in standing split. If you look at that and you say, there's no way I'm doing that, that's totally fine. Just stay right here. And now relax that foot. Not so pointed. Pull out of that side. Option releve on that standing foot. If you're in standing split, option to hold on to your ankle with 1 of your hands. Stay on the ground with 1. Inhale, exhale. Pull out of that right side. Leg 5 inches higher for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Feel that tension there? Let's get that on the other side, and you're all done with seat work. Left hand comes to the bar, about an elbow's distance away here. You can start a little closer and then shift over later. Right toes come on the floor behind you. Point those toes. Tuck your hips under. Pull your belly in. Pull your shoulder blades back. Pull your heel to your seat. Flex that foot. Full range hamstring curls. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Getting into a full range curl, extending, bending that heel, pulling it all the way to your seat. Full control. The counts are a little fast here. Try and have that control with your knee. Your knee doesn't move. Stays in the same place the entire time. Shoulders are pulled back. Hold it in, hold. In, hold. Shoulders right over hips. Belly's pulled in, hold. Pulling that heel up toward your seat. Soft bend in your left knee. Hips are tucked under. Inhale, exhale. Light grip on your support, right? No death grip. Okay? If your support feels too low, you want your support to be about 37 to 40 inches off the ground, okay? That's about the height. Hold. Inhale, exhale. Breathe. Faster to finish. Already done. In 50 of these, and then you're done. Shoulders over hips, belly in. Light hand on your waist or your hip. Light hand on your support. Hips are tucked under. Belly's pulled in. Shoulders right over hips. Last 20. In and in. We're going to lean forward and come into that side seat work next. Working to lots of different parts of your glutes and legs today. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here, hinge forward. So your forearms on your support. Lift your leg up, flex your foot, and pulse up, hold, up, hold. Up, hold. Okay? So sometimes we do this down here. So if you're feeling any back pain, you could do this set here like this, out, hold. Okay? You can find a video of me doing it just like this, out, hold. All right? You don't have to take this option where you lean forward. It gives your leg a little support from your back, but then you can get into your glute a little more, put a little more weight on it. Here is a much more subtle move. Shoulder blades are pulled back. Belly's pulled in. Inhale, exhale. Try and pull out of that left side now, right? Pulling out of that left side, okay? Now, don't let your chair get all wobbly if that's your support. You want to pull out of it, and if it's too much, stay with a straight hand and just don't lift it as high. Just like that, okay? Static hold here, just breathe. Hold and hold. Inhale, exhale. Legs should feel heavy. Pulse up, straight leg, and up. Option standing split. Up and up. If that's too much, you don't have to do it, especially on the second side. Stay here. Up. up. Now relax that foot, up. Maybe releve option, standing foot. Pull out of that left side, up and up. Inhale, exhale. You've got this. Now sometimes in class I'll walk by, I'll lift your leg a little bit higher. Can you do that for yourself right now? Get that leg up a little bit higher for your last 20 counts, okay? And standing split will come right behind you. Push that leg up 3 inches. You have no one there to help you now. Just do it on your own for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. We're going to take a stretch. So face your support, right ankle over left knee, and sit back. Coming into your figure 4 stretch to stretch out your glutes. If you need more support, feel free to come down to the floor and take a lying down figure 4 stretch. Breathe into your stretches. Inhale, exhale. Switch sides. Taking those stretches. Inhale, exhale. Let's work into your core a little bit more. So roll on up, thumbs on top of your thighs, fingers behind, elbows pop out wide to your side, roll down 3 vertebrae, and curl with a hold. Curl, hold. Curl, hold. Okay, so when we talk about curling here, it's your top rib right over your bottom rib, okay? So think of the distance between your ribs and your hips getting closer. A little faster, curls here, curl, hands off if you can, just curl, curl, and curl. Nice, beautiful. Keep curling here. Inhaling and exhaling, curl and curl. Curl and curl. Elbows wide. Hold here and breathe, hold here. Static hold. Now, if you need to, hold back on, elbows wide. If you don't need to hold on, stay off. Inhale, exhale. Now, if you need support, you can always use your ball under your mid-back for this curl work, right under your mid-back there, okay? We don't want it to be low back, okay? And we don't want it to be between our shoulder blades. So somewhere in the middle there. Curls to finish. Here we go. Curl, 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 and curl. Belly in, hips tucked. Okay, if you can tuck your hips, that means you're not able to pull your belly in as tight, so pull in a little tighter. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll on up. Take a little stretch there. Arch that back. Shake it out. Inhale, exhale. Now you're gonna take those legs long, okay? Soft bend, tiniest bend, so little distance there, okay? Arms are gonna come out in front and you're gonna roll down, tucking your hips under, okay? We're not gonna get too low in this position. We don't wanna tuck into those hip flexors, but roll down, pull your belly into your spine. Now tuck your hips under, little curl, center, curl, curl. Top rib over bottom. We're in a higher position because now we don't have our legs to counterbalance us as much. Now, if this feels a little easy, bring those arms into a 90-degree position. Still feels too easy. Fingertips come to your elbows. Still too much, fingertips behind your head. Curl, curl. And if that still feels too much, you just might need to drop an inch. So just drop an inch here. Curl, curl, curl. Any hip flexor issues, bend your knees a little bit more, okay? And keep your arms out there. Curl. 8 more counts. We roll up. 4, 3, 2, take a quick roll up. Inhale, exhale. Come back to that position. Curl, curl, curl. Okay? I don't want you to go so low that your legs start to pop off the ground, so hold in a position that's challenging. To make this harder, you change your arm position rather than coming lower. Okay, so choose an arm position. You can hear my voice shake as I go to the hardest arm position, maybe biceps by ears. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, roll on up. 1 more set. Any hip flexor issues, bend your legs in half, arms are gonna be bent. Roll down and curl. Curl, last set, curl, curl. Now this time on this last set, you're gonna roll all the way down. After you're done, you are not gonna collapse. You are gonna literally roll slowly down to work that core 1 more time. Okay, choose that hard arm position, whatever it is. Curl and curl for 8, 7, 6. Do not sit up on 1. It's 4, 3, 2. Arms in front. Roll down. Here we go. Roll down. Inhale, exhale. 1 vertebrae at a time. Duo should not be at the mat already. 5 more counts here. 5, 4, 3, 2,
and 1, release. Legs come into a tabletop position. Legs extend straight on a diagonal. Head, neck, and shoulders lift off the mat. Start to pump those arms. Pump, 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 pump.
All right, so we're gonna warm up those lower abs in this position with your legs, and we're gonna blast those upper abs right here, okay? So you're pumping those arms. You wanna breathe in for 5, out for 5. That doesn't work with the counts, but that's what you wanna do, or in for 4, out for 4. Keep breathing as you do this. You do not to be looking at the screen. You should be just thinking about your core, thinking about your muscles. Get those shoulders 1 inch higher off the mat. Pull your belly in a little bit tighter. Tuck those hips under. Legs go a little bit straighter. Now, is it a little hard if your legs drop an inch or lift an inch? Choose one of those options, do a quick test, and then choose the harder option. Last 20 presses. Here we go. Press, 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 press. It's 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, lie down. Legs in tabletop. Right knee goes out for 2. Left knee out for 2. Out for 2. Putting a little weight. Now another option you can do if that feels like too much, you can just do tiny shuffles like this. Okay? You can also do toe taps. I prefer to do toe taps with some sort of strap to help my back. Otherwise my back tends to pop off the mat. Some people just have, everyone's anatomy is different, so you might be able to do that. Okay? Make sure whatever you're doing, you're feeling weight in your lower abs, and we're trying not to bring our knees here. See where my knees are? Probably do this for 30 minutes. More feels like a stretch than working my abs. As soon as I come here, that 3 inches is a huge difference. Last 10 counts in whatever you're doing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees into chest, rock side to side. Point those toes up to the ceiling. Palms face the ceiling. Relax and breathe in this position. Can you get those legs and stick straight? Inhale, exhale. Now interlace your fingertips behind your head. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. Now your head should be about a fist distance off the ground. So make a fist underneath your head. Rest on your fist. And then remove your fist and stay about there. Little curls up. Here we go. Curl. Toward the ceiling. Head is heavy in your hands. Elbows are wide in your peripheral vision. You can barely see them. Inhale, exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. On 1, you get to lie down with your upper body, but not your lower body. Here we go. Lie down. Hold here. Hold. Try not to take a break. I can't see you, but don't take a break. Hold here. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. Make that fist, okay? Hold here. Static hold. Hold here. Now bring your fist in front of your chest. Now bring your chin to your chest. Gaze at your thighs. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keep going. Right and left.
pulling your belly in, tucking your hips under, really aiming for those ankles. Think of a little bullseye right above those fingertips. Get to that bullseye for 10, 9, 8, 7. No break. We're going into little side work for our obliques in 3, 2. Palms face the ground by our sides. Right and left. Right, left. Almost done. Right and left. Right, left. Let me see that crunch right here on that left side. Crunch it in. 5 more counts here. 5, 4. Rest your upper body, not your lower body. In 2 and 1. Rest. Lower upper body only. Hold here.